Good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start economic subject in which chapter number 3. Chapter number 3. Total in this subject, total 11 chapters are there, and this is chapter number 3. Name is Money and Inflation. Money and inflation. Means this chapter has two parts. First one is money and second one is inflation. So I am going to start first part, that is money. In this topic, first topic is barter system. Barter system. Now what is barter system? We all know that goods and services are exchanged with goods and services is called barter system. We all know that whenever goods and services are exchanged with goods and services, then it is called barter system. When money was not introduced, we are talking about the initial stage of human development. That time money was not introduced as a standard measure. Standard measure means, first of all, try to understand meaning of standard measure. Any one matter with which we can exchange our goods and services. For example, nowadays money is used as a standard measure for exchanging all types of goods and services. So in the initial stage of human development, when money was not introduced, all individuals were involved in productive activities. All individuals, we cannot say that all individuals were involved in economic activities. That is wrong. We cannot say that all individuals were involved in economic activities. In fact, all individuals that time were involved in productive activities. And we all know that different individuals have different ability. Ability means physical ability, mental ability. Physical ability, mental ability, their capability, their skill, their mind, everything is different. So all individuals were involved in productive activities. Why? In order to fulfill their requirements, fulfill their basic needs. So all individuals were involved that time, all individuals were involved in productive activities, and they were involved in different types of productive activities. Reason, they have different ability, they have different capability, skill. We can say their mind, technical minds are different. So they were involved in different types of productive activities, and reason is in order to fulfill their basic requirements. Basic requirements. But only with a particular, for example, we are taking the example of one individual A. Suppose he was involved in agricultural activities. So only by producing agricultural produce, he cannot fulfill all the basic requirements of his life. I am talking about the initial stage of development, human development. So he needs other products or other services also. That's why gradually what started? Gradually all individuals have started to exchange their goods and services. First of all, they are producing such goods only for their own requirement, but gradually what happened? They were exchanging those goods with other goods and services in order to fulfill other requirements also, and that system which adopted by the society is called barter system. Gradually what happened, all individuals in the society started to exchange goods and services with other goods and services in order to fulfill their own requirement, and along with that they are trying to provide basic requirements to other persons also. So that system which they adopted means goods and services were exchanged with goods and services. That system is called barter system. But that time a standard measure was not there. That's why various complications or we can say difficulties had arisen because of this barter system. Now what are these complications? For example, nowadays each and every product or services can be measured in money very easily. After measuring the functions of each and every product against money, we are purchasing those goods and services. But that time during barter system, since standard measure as a money was not there, that's why in barter system, in exchanging goods and services against goods and services, various types of difficulties, various types of complications had arisen during that time. Now what are these difficulties, what are these complications? That is called limitations. The next topic is limitations of barter system. Limitations of barter system. Limitations, we can say disadvantages, drawbacks, complications. These are limitations of barter system. First one is issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Issue of mutual adjustment of wants. An issue of mutual adjustment of wants is also known as coincidence of wants. Second point, but in your textbook this is written issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Second one is difficulty in storing value. Difficulty in storing value. And third one is difficulty in measuring value. So these are the limitations of barter system. First one is, first of all, try to learn right now these points. Limitation of barter system. First of all, definition: the system where goods and services are exchanged with goods and services, that system is called barter system. Then limitations of barter system: issue of mutual adjustment of wants. First point. Second one is difficulty in storing value. Third one is difficulty in measuring value. These are the limitations of barter system, because of which many individuals were not able to exchange their goods and services with other goods and services. Now first point is issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Explanation of first point, issue of mutual adjustment of wants. So once again, limitations of barter system: issue of mutual adjustment of wants, difficulty in measuring value, and third one is difficulty in storing value. The first point, once again, issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Now we all know that in barter system or during barter system, money was not introduced that time. Money was not introduced. First point, not introduced as a standard value or standard measure. So money was not introduced as a standard measure. That's why during barter system, goods and services were exchanged with goods and services. Now what is the difficulty? What is the limitation? That time, because goods and services were exchanged with goods and services, that's why it becomes difficult for a person. It becomes difficult for a person to find out another person with whom he can exchange his goods and services. This is called mutual adjustment of wants. During barter system, as standard measure, money as a standard measure was not there. It means during barter system, goods and services were exchanged with goods and services. That's why it was very difficult for a person to find out such other person with whom he can exchange his goods and services. Means exchange of goods and services against goods and services became a difficult process. For example, if during barter system, if A was producing wheat and another person B who was producing, suppose, shoes. Now A wants shoes but B doesn't want wheat. It means exchange of goods and services cannot take place between these two persons. A wants shoes, but at the same time another individual B who doesn't want wheat. There is no requirement of wheat by B. So how exchange of goods and services can take place? That was the difficulty during barter system. Means here exchange of goods and services becomes a difficult process. It means A has to find some other person with whom he can purchase or he can take shoes and give whatever he has produced, means wheat. So it was a difficult process during barter system. That is called issue of mutual. Mutual means relation between two or three persons. That is called mutual. So issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Adjustment of wants means settlement of requirements. So it was very difficult process to settle their requirements during barter system. Now second point is difficulty in storing value. Difficulty in storing value. Difficulty in storing value. Now during barter system, again same, individuals were producing different types of goods, but that time, first point, due to lack of advancement of technology, during barter system, due to lack of advancement of technology, for example, nowadays whatever goods are produced, so all types of goods and services can be stored in godown or warehouse for a longer period due to advancement of technology. But during barter system, due to lack of advancement of technology, whatever goods were produced, such goods cannot be stored for a longer period. It means whatever goods were produced by an individual, such goods are consumed immediately. And whatever surplus is left after consuming goods immediately, whatever surplus was left, that was immediately such goods are exchanged with other goods and services. Exchange with other goods and services. So during barter system, due to lack of advancement of technology, goods could not be stored for a longer period. That's why whatever goods are produced by an individual, such goods were consumed immediately, and after consuming whatever surplus is left, that is exchanged immediately with other goods and services. It means individual could not fulfill their future requirements with present production. For example, nowadays we can save money for a longer period, and with those saved money we can fulfill our future requirements. Either it is related with higher studies or any other durable goods we can purchase very easily with the saved money. Means we can fulfill our future requirements with the saved money, with the present money. But during barter system, due to lack of advancement of technology, goods cannot be stored for a longer period. That's why they were consuming those goods immediately. Reason: first one is lack of advancement technology. Beside this, nature of goods also. For example, if goods are of perishable nature means goods which spoiled immediately. That's why such goods are consumed immediately, and whatever surplus is left, they were exchanging with other goods and services. It means individuals, during barter system, individuals could not fulfill their future requirements with the present production. So this is one of the disadvantage or difficulty during barter system. Third one is difficulty in measuring value. Last point. Difficulty in measuring value. Now during barter system, in the absence of money, goods or services could not be measured. For example, nowadays, due to introduction of money, each goods and services can be measured according to their functions, according to their nature, against money. But during barter system, goods and services could not be measured as there is no standard measure that time. Standard measure like money, not present that time. That's why it is very difficult. It was very difficult to measure each goods and services. Then what type of problem arises? That sometimes individual had to exchange their expensive goods, because during barter system we have already studied that goods and services are exchanged with goods and services. But due to or in the absence of money or due to lack of standard measure, individual had to exchange their expensive goods with cheaper one. Most of the time individual had to exchange their expensive goods with a cheaper one. First point. Second one is due to lack of standard measure, some goods are such which cannot be divided. We cannot divide such goods. For example, animals. We cannot divide into different parts. If animals were exchanged with other goods, for example, animals were exchanged with wheat, So in order to take wheat or any other agricultural products, we cannot divide animal in different parts. Means whole animal will be exchanged with wheat. That's why some goods are such which cannot be divided. So in that condition whole goods will be given for exchanging or for taking another goods. So these were the difficulties during barter system. One is issue of mutual adjustment of wants, second is difficulty in storing value, and third one is difficulty in measuring value. So during barter system, last point once again, during barter system, in the absence of money, or we can say as there was no standard measure in order to measure different goods and services, that's why goods and services could not be measured in terms of any standard measure. That's why it started, means this creates difficulties for individuals. In that condition, individual had to exchange their expensive costly goods with cheaper one also. Beside this, some goods are such which cannot be divided. In that condition, whole goods will be exchanged with another goods. So these were the difficulties or limitations of barter system. Now next one is money. The barter system is completed. Now second topic is money and their functions. Now first of all, what is money? What is money? Now, money is that medium. Money is that medium which is a means of exchange. Means of exchange of goods or services without any doubt or investigation. Regardless of time and place. Means anytime, whenever goods and services can be exchanged, whenever means anytime or any place, such goods and services can be exchanged with a standard measure. That standard measure is called money. So it is that medium which becomes a means of exchange. Means with money we can exchange any type of goods and services easily, anytime, any place, without any doubt or investigation. Means nobody can deny to accept money. That is called any doubt or investigation. Regardless of time and place means any time or any place, whenever goods and services are exchanged, such goods and services are or can be exchanged with or against money. Means money becomes a standard measure nowadays or in modern world. The money is that medium which, once again, which becomes a means of exchange for goods and services without any doubt or investigation, regardless of time and place. In other words, whatever is accepted universally for exchanging goods and services is called money. So whatever is accepted universally means everywhere, whatever is accepted for exchanging goods and services, that acceptance is called money. The two definitions are there. Once again, money is that medium which becomes a means of exchange for goods and services without any doubt or investigation, regardless of time and place. Second one is whatever is accepted nowadays for exchanging goods and services, that is called money. Now, what is the function of money nowadays? The functions of money. First function, money act as a medium of exchange. Money act as a medium of exchange. Second one is money as a storing value. And third one is money as a measuring value. So these are the different functions of money. Money act as a medium of exchange, money as a storing value, and money as a measuring value. So money, once again, definition, then I will explain all these 3 points. Money is that medium, once again, which act as a means of exchange of goods and services without any doubt or investigation, regardless of time and place. Another definition, whatever is accepted universally for exchanging goods and services is called money. Functions of money: money act as a medium of exchange, money act as a storing value, or money in simple language, money as a storing value. And third one is money as a measuring value. Now explanation of first point, money act as a medium of exchange. Money act as a medium of exchange. Now, in order to understand this point, again we need to take the help of limitation of barter system. Means what type of difficulties, what type of complications individuals were facing during barter system, then only we can understand how money act as a medium of exchange nowadays. So again, first point of barter system, that is issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Once again, during barter system, first para you have to start. During barter system, we all know that there was issue of mutual adjustment of wants. But what does it mean? That during barter system there was no standard measure. Standard measure, once again, anything with which we can exchange our goods and services easily, that is called standard measure. So during barter system there was no standard measure for exchanging goods or services. That's why it becomes difficult for a person to find out another person with whom he can exchange his goods or services. Exchange his goods or services. During barter system, goods were exchanged with goods or services. Goods or services are exchanged with goods or services. There was no standard measure like money that time. That's why it was very difficult for a person to search out, to find out another person with whom he can exchange his goods or services. Means there was a problem of issue of mutual adjustment of wants. But with the introduction of money, or we can say, but nowadays money act as a standard measure for each goods and services. That's why it becomes comfortable, it becomes easy for each and every person to exchange goods and services against money. Means all goods and services can be bought and sold against money. Means, but nowadays, with the introduction of money, all types of goods and services can be exchanged with money or against money. With money, all types of goods and services can be exchanged, or all types of goods and services, instead of exchange you can write all types of goods and services can be bought and sold. Against money. Thus we can say that money nowadays act as a medium of exchange. So first of all, you have to explain about the problem which individuals were facing during barter system, means that is issue of mutual adjustment of wants. Then you have to give the reason of advantage of money nowadays. First of all, barter system, first point, that during barter system, as there was no standard measure for exchanging goods or services, that's why person finds difficulties, or it becomes difficult for a person to find out, to search out another person with whom he can exchange his goods and services. Means problem of issue of mutual adjustment of wants arises during barter system. But nowadays with the introduction of money as a standard measure, now each goods and services can be measured, each goods and services can be exchanged, each goods and services can be bought and sold against money. Thus we can say money act as a medium of exchange. First point completed. Now next one is money as a storing value. Second point. Now point number 2, money as a storing value. Now first of all, difficulties which individuals were facing during barter system. During barter system, due to, once again same point I am explaining, due to lack of advancement of technology, it was not possible for an individual to store goods for a longer period. So whatever goods they were producing consumed immediately, and surplus produced goods were exchanged with other goods and services immediately. Means they could not store goods for a longer period. Means during barter system they could not fulfill their future requirements, they cannot fulfill their needs in future with the present production. That was the major limitation of barter system. But first of all, you have to explain the limitation, the disadvantage of barter system. That is second point. But with the introduction of money, this limitation of storing value was removed. Limitation of storing value during barter system was removed. How? So with the introduction of money, the limitation during barter system regarding storing value was removed. How? Nowadays individual can save money either at home or at bank or in different plans, but they can save money easily. And with these saved money, they can fulfill their future requirements or needs. It means, in other words, we can say, with the saved money, they are able to purchase different types of goods and services in future. Means they can fulfill their future requirements with the present saving. So with the help of present saving, again they can fulfill their future needs. So any type of goods and services they can purchase or sell with the help of money, with the help of present savings. Thus money act as a storing value. And third one is, last point, money as a measuring value. In limitation of barter system, third point, difficulty in measuring value, we have already done. Again I am explaining. During barter system, first of all, third point, money as a measuring value. During barter system, as there was no standard measure, or we can say as there was no money, that's why it was very difficult for a person to measure each goods and services. That's why most of the time many individuals had to exchange their costly or expensive goods with cheaper one, because once again there was a difficulty in measuring value during barter system. But now with the introduction of money, now each goods and services can be measured against money, All goods and services have different functions, different nature, and according to their nature, according to their functions, they are measured in terms of money easily. Means now against money or with the help of money, individual can measure the value of goods or services, and very easily they can exchange. Exchange here means again both word bought and sold. Very easily they can bought and sold such goods and services with the help of money. Why? Reason is all goods and services can be measured easily against money. Means all goods and services have their price. We can say price or we can say money value. And according to that money value, we can purchase all types of goods and services. Means nowadays with the introduction of money, transactions become easy. Transactions becomes easy. Very easily all types of goods and services can be bought and sold. Transaction becomes easy. Reason is all goods and services have money value. All goods and services have price. Price means the value which can be measured in terms of money. That's why nowadays it becomes easy to take transactions between two individuals regarding purchase and sale of goods or services. These are the 3 points regarding money as a function. So 3 points are, once again, money act as a medium of exchange, second, money as a storing value, and third, money as a measuring value. So, doubt which